Welcome back to our city, Verena City, which is kind of my first series on YouTube where I built my own city. We are in a cinematic, kind of following a garbage truck, it seems at the moment, but let's kind of see where we left off. We have a industrial area and also power production on this site, and we are planning on moving this very soon. We do have kind of a housing area that's slowly developing. We also started to put down some walking pathways in between to kind of start a walking path network. And of course, the pride of our city is the town square with a nice unique building in the middle and also our high school on this side. So let's get into it and see what we want to do in this episode. Quickly going to pause the game and check on our utilities. We still have a lot of power, which is great. We also have some water left. Our garbage needs an upgrade. So we quickly run the game to save up the money we need. We can do that right away. Death care is doing fine. Healthcare as well, and we do not have the funds to fund childcare or elder care at the moment. Fire coverage could be a little bit better. Also, our police crime rate is 8%, that's quite high, so we are planning to put down another one of those soon. Education is doing very well, and of course we do not have any public transport at the moment. We do have one post office, which I think should be covering the whole city for the moment. So I'm going to put down another garbage processing facility, which will give us some, or will put us back in the green, I should say. And let's continue working on our city. The first thing we need to do is get some more people in, because we have a huge demand for people, so we do need to go out by 400, and we do want to kind of repeat the pattern we had on the other side. So let's do that. We do not have enough money, so let's already get some people in on the zoning space we have available. And we probably are going to need some water. This will cover for the moment. And we also kind of want to repeat our walking path network we have going on. So let's see how we can do that. I think now, let's quickly check on our power. I think we can kind of connect up like this. Oh, we do not have enough money. And then we can delete this power line here, because everything has kind of synced through. So that's good. We do just struggle with money, so let's quickly check on our loans. We cannot have any more loans, so we just have to take it very slowly and wait for money to come in. Our housing demand has fallen a little bit. I think we can put down some more housing around here. And we do also want to continue our path network. We do not want this did not connect, so let's try that again. Like this. Now it's connected, and do the same thing on this side. Like this. So people have many options to walk around, which is exactly what we want. Our city is coming along. Quickly kind of follow the main road, see if everything is doing or behaving how we want. We can put down some more commercial zones on this side. And on this side, we can fill up with some smaller ones as well. Probably also want to incorporate some walking opportunities inside our kind of town square. So let's quickly think about how we should do this. So that should be 260 around here. So and I have a path coming through the middle here and coming through the middle here. And do we want to connect up through there? No, it's fine. Because they can always walk through here, and then we have plenty of opportunities because we have so many roads, so it should be fine. Well, these people do not have any water, which of course is not good. So let's take care of that and maybe extend our housing area even further. Oh, that's the wrong color. We want housing here. The demand is just so high. I think we can just continue zoning a little bit, spend all of our money on this. Our industry is, or industrial demand, I should say, is also rising. So let's kind of grow some industry there. And we just need some money. So let's speed up the game and wait for money to come in. We do probably want a park somewhere around there. Is there something that will align nicely? Probably not. So let's just put one like this. Or, wait a second, do we want to introduce our first park area into the city? I think we could, but the question is where? Because here I definitely want to have some more residential housing. So the park would be nice around here. So we are going to wait until we can move our industry. So what I am going to do is buy our next tile, which I haven't done until now. And it's definitely going to be this one because I want to move my industry over there. So I am going to purchase this. Very good. And we are going to prepare kind of moving over. So what I am going to do is use a big road like this, 4-lane, to kind of go up to there, and then we need to bridge over. Now, can we afford to bridge over? We can. How does this look from the side? Not too bad. Let's see that we have good angle like this. Yes, not too bad. I know it would have been better if there was a fourth kind of arch, but I did want to connect up so that we do not have like a weird slope like this. The slope will be quite smooth. If I connect up down here, there's going to be like a roller coaster going up, which of course we do not want. So we do need to have a highway interchange around here. So I do want to see or slowly construct this, because if we have the highway interchange, we should be able to start moving our industry. So let's go up by this much. And can we cross? Yes, very nice. And then connect down there. So that's 1820. On the other side, we go down by 1820. So we have a perfectly symmetrical bridge, and Yeah, the traffic light is coming through the road, but I think we're just going to ignore that because, yeah, we just want this to be functional. Quickly pause the game. I think we should have enough money to at least have some kind of gravel road interchange here. So how I kind of build my interchanges, of course, because there's a curve, it's not going to be perfectly symmetrical, but we can try to kind of still build how we want to do this. Let me think about this. Yeah. So what we want is to come out with like these curves like this, and then just use our road guidelines to kind of naturally connect up like this. Now this curve here is a little bit too steep, so let's do it like this, and we can kind of try to mirror this on this side. So I do want to come in like this, and then just kind of do an organic curve. Doesn't look too bad at all, so let's come out. We do want to curve into the road a little bit, so the cars do not have to slow down too much. So I'm going to go like this, and then kind of curve like this, and now this looks terrible. So let's see if I can do it a little bit better. I think this is perfectly fine. Let's turn off the junctions on this road. We can already slowly run the game. And now people have an opportunity to get off this highway and get into our city here. Is there a traffic light? No. So, as you can see, we've expanded quite significantly, not by building any housing, but we now have 2 entrances into our city. And this will allow us, as soon as we have some more money, to shift the entire industry area to over here, which means that we have more space for our housing first and foremost, but also get rid of this ugly pollutive industry and replace some of it by a forestry industry, which here, as you can see, we have plenty of resources to play with. I do want to kind of save up some more money, which means I am going to see how I can continue my housing area because we still have some demand. So let's give them, that's probably a little bit in the middle. So let's connect around there. And then those, they're just going to go up to the housing, but I think here I'm going to stop and use this to zone some regular commercial, because if you remember from the last episode, the green cities, what is it, organic and local produce only is on the inside of the road, so the outside will spawn or grow normal, regular commercial. So I am going to leave this gap if it's already there and just grow some houses there. Extend our water, of course. And let's see if this will work everything. This house will be unhappy. So let's do it like this. We're not under the road, but nothing is growing here, so we can, that's, I think, quite realistic. And then let's already bring some water over. Now, actually, have we unlocked the highway roads? We have, so let's do this properly and just upgrade this. Because why not? So is this correct? I think so. Then we need our 2-lane highway and downgrade in between. So we have proper lane switching. Well, ignore that, but now we should have proper lane switching and no traffic problems around here. Now the traffic light has come back. So go away, please. And there is one here, which we also don't want, sorry. Yes, very good. I think around here we could put down a park, but before we spend any more money, we do need to plan for another coal power plant. And because we are going to shift this whole thing over, I think what we want to do is already start this over here, so we don't have to kind of shift everything twice. So I'm thinking to have one main road coming out here, going into both directions, and have kind of the dirty industry and our pollutive stuff like the water treatment and the coal power plants on this side, and then have the forestry area on this side. So let's come out by a little bit and plan for some stuff. So I do kind of want to follow the terrain so we don't get too crazy with our terraforming. So we can build on the inside like this and then maybe decorate a little bit. And do we want, how will this look? Let's just think about it. I think it's going to be fine. So let's run the game and we can already plan a power line crossing the river alongside the roads. And then as soon as we have enough money, we can build our coal power plants around here. We have one, and then the other ones we will shift over as soon as we have the money. And of course, then we can decorate this. As you can see, traffic should not be any problem. Here is a little bit busy, but when we've moved this problem should be completely solved. So we do have a lot of industrial demand. So that's good because we do want to build a forestry industry as soon as we have some more money. In the meantime, let's just build some more housing. We're not going to go too close to the main road just because, of course, the noise we also want to take into consideration. Now this did not connect up, but we of course can trick the system and have a path. Maybe I'm going to use this one and have it connect up like this. Also here and here. And then of course we can also see that we have those path networks in between here. Still deciding if we want to use the gravel one or the concrete one, like the one we're using right now. For the moment, we will just use both and then decide which one we like better. So here I can do it like this and connect up like this, and this is looking nice, I think. Oh, and let's quickly fly over the city. I mean, it's a town, more of a town, but still I think this is looking actually kind of nice. I'm liking it. And we do have some commercial demand, so that means we can have some commercial zoning inside our town square. Or some more rather. Maybe a small one here. and see what's coming in. As I said before, in case you missed the first episode, this is Green Cities. Or I keep calling it Green Cities. It's the specialization that's called local and organic produce. Let's quickly check on everything. High school or education is still fine. And we should probably put down another police station somewhere. Which, yeah, I'll think about while checking. We definitely need more fire coverage. When do we unlock this? Soon. So, yeah, this should be fine. Death care, only 8 people have died, which is nice to hear. I mean, that it's only so little, I mean. So let's start with our forestry area. We are going to have a main access road like this, and then kind of branch off into a kind of loop or smaller road like this. And we can start drawing in a industry zone. Now for the moment, because I don't know how big this is going to be, I'm just going to zone generously like this, and then as soon as we kind of finalize the design, we can see how we want this to look. So we do want forestry. So the forestry main building looking at this, and I think it's just going to sit here on the entrance kind of into the area. That will unlock a couple of buildings. Of course, before we forget, let's run some water. And actually, I'm noticing that this doesn't have any water. So let's take care of that. And let's see how we can do this. Now, because we have many resources here, let's also run a road like this. And let's see, or let's check if everywhere would be good to grow. Well, not here in the corner, it seems. There's one spot here that's not good, this one, but everything else is fine. So let's put down a couple of those fields. And then here, where there's no resource, we can have some processing buildings. So let's put down, oh, and let's run again. Put down some of those fields. What is it? Small tree plantations. Fields would probably be agriculture. Let's connect this up. They also need water, which is a little bit strange to me, but it is how it is. Can we change this into something that will fit a little bit better into this area? Conifer, maybe? Yeah, because also the forestry main building does have conifer, so let's go for that. And let's already plan for our processing buildings. So from here, they do want to go over here, and let's connect up there. And here we can have our sawmills, which cost 15,000. So we're just going to have to wait a little bit. I'm also going to run some water alongside this road or underneath this road, just so we're making sure. So now another traffic light has appeared. So the plan now is to wait for some money to come in and then slowly move over this stuff before we build anything more, unless we run out of something. I do want this to move over there, and then yeah, kind of have this forestry industry produce enough money for us to really build a nice city, decorate, put in some public transport, and so on and so on. So let's put down our first sawmill. We do have a lot of industrial demand, which is good. So let's put it down here, and let's also put down a storage facility right next to it, like this. And this will, in case we need, still allow a road like this. Very nice. And we are going to save up a little bit more so that we can put down a second sawmill right away, which should be, or should not take too long, I think. We already have some raw forestry product. And as soon as we kind of know how this is going to look like, we are also going to put down a forestry fence and put down some decorations inside our area. Now, this is still looking for some workers, I think. So we can put down the second sawmill. Very nice. And then we also will have another road kind of branching off like this and putting in the more pollutive buildings. And then on this side, we now can already start thinking about our dirty industry. And I think probably it will look nice to kind of go parallel to the highway, have a border in between this. And then can we connect to this angle? We can. So let's do that. And this will give us some interesting zoning opportunities. And also have another one. Does this work? Yes. Very nice. So we will check for traffic lights. We do not want any. Very good. And let's have some water in this grid like this. And now we can also start moving over some stuff. Only thing, garbage. How is garbage looking? Not doing too well. So we also must probably start looking into where we want to have kind of a garbage processing station. And I think we might do that on this side, have a road coming out here and then have a garbage collecting facility. Although probably the terraforming, yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So let's do some slight terraforming here. We may fix this later to make it look a little bit more nice. But at the moment, because there is a slope, so we cannot kind of ignore, or we cannot avoid some wonky terraforming at all, I think. It's going to be, of course, another traffic light to turn off. And then we do not want to come out too far, maybe like this, and then kind of have a garbage processing campus around here. We're going to slowly run the game and see what we can already move. I think the inland treatment plant can move towards here, or no, because maybe it's going to pollute our water, because we also want to move over our water. So let's put it here. And of course, we're gonna have to connect this right away. Power is good. Then, oh, let's quickly make sure, because now, yeah, our city is running out of power. How much does this cost to move? Yeah, we can afford it, so let's do it. Move this one and move the last one. Like this, so the whole city now gets its power through this line, so we can also delete those power lines. We still need to move this, which we can also do. Now it's really coming together, I think, which is really nice. Pumping station, have like our dirty industry here, our forestry on this side. They have a very close access to the highway around here. And then on this side, we can free this space and then have a really nice housing area where now is a lot of filthy industry. So that's exactly the plan. This should sort itself out immediately. Yes, very nice. yeah, they do not have electricity, but we don't care. But because we're going to shift the whole thing over after we've cleared those power lines, only thing is we do need to move this firehouse. Where is a good spot? I think maybe they can kind of get a dedicated area around here. Will this fit? I'm not sure. Let's try. Never sure. Is this 4 or 3 tiles? It will fit. Very nice. Actually, let's put down the firehouse here. And of course, usual have a traffic light we have to remove. So that means now we need to move our recycling centers, which will cost 3,000, so we can slowly also do that. We are going to have them kind of in a square. Power, no problem. And yeah, we can slowly do that. So excited. It's going to look so good. Now quickly pause. Finish this. Trash cube, let's call it. Very nice. Also terraforming worked out quite nicely. I hope I counted correctly that this should perfectly fit inside there. Yes, very nice. Only thing is we're a little bit low on garbage processing, but we can shortly, I think, put down another garbage processing facility. Now, of course, we do need to replace this dirty industry, so let's do that. So on some of it, I think it's important to also produce some commercial goods inside of your city, so you don't have to import all of this stuff. But then this stuff here can all go away. So let's dezone everything and also delete all of the roads. Nice. And as soon as some of the pollution has disappeared, we can start thinking of our housing area that's going to go here. Of course, now we don't have any demand because we just destroyed all the workspaces. But there's workspaces in our forestry area, so please go work there. We can zone some more commercial. Start with some big commercial zonings and also maybe have some smaller ones around there, and maybe have some very small ones around here. We don't want to fill up everything. We also want to leave some gaps. It will make the city more interesting. Now this side here wants some more park areas, I'm sure. So let's put down a park. I think I wanted to do that earlier and I forgot. So let's have a park there. And then we can see how we can kind of connect the areas to each other. Now, because we are waiting for this fire station to unlock, which will be shortly, we we have the money to put down some garbage, which is fine, which is great, I want to say. And I think we can just take care of the problem by putting down yet another one. So we really have great garbage processing. Of course, this will produce also a lot of traffic, but I think that's fine. We do need some public transport soon. Have a bus probably connect our work area with our town square, and then have another bus kind of pick up the people in their residential zones. But for now, we're more focused focused on this transition from the industry being here to the industry over there, which is almost complete actually. There is not enough workers. Yes, we do need to take care of that. So because we kind of have this fishbone structure that goes only one way on this road, I think I'm going to repeat this pattern, but this road here I think is going to have a more snake shape. That's the word. Maybe like this, and like this, like this. Make it look a little more interesting, and then we are keeping the idea of the fishbone, but also our housing area is going to be kind of in this curvy shape. That will give us some nice houses with some space in between, which is also very nice. We might actually also want to connect up some of those roads, for example, like this one, so they can also go in between. Did we also do that here? No, we didn't. We actually might do that. So for the moment, we can just go as we please. And this, how's money looking? Money is looking just fine. Yes, this will just break up the grid and give us some interesting opportunities also to decorate. Maybe one more around there. And yeah, we still have space to go with our ring road. I did want to put down a park here, but now I see this empty space here. Maybe the park is going to go inside there, but maybe if we are planning for a park, maybe the road should leave some more space for a nice park area, which I think is going to be the project for the next episode. So we do need to fix the water, because we do want our water to run under the roads, not randomly. Just for realism's sake, I'm going to turn off all the snapping and first follow this main spine of our curvy fish bones. We want to call them like this. And then we want to, no, let's not cheat and follow this up to there. Then this one's probably straight. We can do like this. We still have money to at least have a little bit of coverage, and I think we connect like this. At least this side of town is good. So we do now want to zone inside of there. So let's, before we start, quickly zone some housing on this side. We're going to use this tool around here, and then quickly just clean up those zonings like this. And then just for the symmetry, have some houses on this side as well. Yes, very nice. And maybe on this side, have some nice big houses go along. Did I put water here? Yes, I did. So let's finish this. And you can also just use this tool. It's going to be a little bit faster. Let's run the game and see how this develops. Should be houses growing quite quickly because the demand was there. Very, very good. We do want to zone some more commercial, so let's just fill up the whole row here. We do have some nice corner stores we zoned immediately, or we zoned very carefully, I want to say, but now we can just zone a big chunk, just because also our demand is quite high. Now, how is this doing? This will upgrade very soon, and then we can put in some more of this industry, which is going to be nice because that will really boost our money, because I think the next upgrade will already unlock the first factory, which is always a very good thing to make money for those factories. I think, yeah, it's not super pretty, but I think it will look interesting as soon as we have some decorations in. Also, just to break up the grid, we don't want to go too boring, also because our downtown is probably going to be a grid. So we just wait for our forestry industry to upgrade. I think we should also, yes, there we go. So let's pause and see what we have. We do want to come out straight, and we also want to use the industrial road, of course. We do want to come out from here. This will allow for another forestry, what are those called? Sawmills. And then we do put down the, what do you call, biomass pellet plant. And we would want 2. So let's continue this. And oh, we don't have enough money. Okay. Let's plan ahead. If we are like this, we can come down. I think it was from here. Or no, let's not have too many junctions. This also has no water, so let's take care of that. Okay, got a little bit too excited. Let's see that we have a nice straight connection here. Water is still doing fine, we just saw. Electricity is also doing very well. So biomass plant coming down shortly, maybe extend our area a little bit, just not to run into any problems. And now we can put that down. Now, how much does the factory cost? 22,000. And where could it go is the question. Maybe we can have a area around here for our furniture factory. So let's plan ahead. And how is power doing? I think we can just run a power line into there and then delete those. Got some more space in this area. And then our furniture factory can go here as soon as we saved up some money. Also, I think we can put down some of those, what are they called? Sapling fields, I think. Yes, so let's put down 2 of those. I did say I want to save our money, but it's fine. We're making a decent amount now. So let's just wait until we can put down the furniture factory, and then we can wrap it up for this episode. Let's just start the overview right now. This is kind of the old town we started. We already have some path in. Of course, that's not all we want to decorate. I think next episode is going to be decoration of this entire area and also introducing our first city park or town park. We did break up the grid around here. Our town square is nicely developing, and now we're working on our industrial area. We do have a nice interchange here. Very, very nice. Traffic is still doing very well. We do have some busy road here, but that's not a problem at all. Noise pollution, fine. It's mostly over there now, which is also good. Utilities, everything doing very well. Garbage, health, death care. We might also want to introduce some child and elder care at some point. Oh, and we're still waiting for this fire station. If we put down some more houses, I think that should come in shortly. So let's try also doing that before we wrap it up. So many things to do. So exciting. Let's have some big houses also along here. On some different shapes. And those should give us enough people to reach the next milestone, with which we are going to wrap it up. So the industry is going to go here, or the factory rather. And I think we are going to first put a warehouse here. This warehouse is going to store unique factory products. And then next to it, we can put down furniture factory. Very nice. And of course, this needs water. And this is going to give us a nice money boost as soon as those goods come in. I think there should be a delivery for plain timber, and the paper should come in shortly. Very good. Also here is going to be polluted anyways because of our garbage, so that's no problem. Our factories here, I think, actually not too bad to kind of drive into a city and have, I mean, it's not a pretty sight, but it's not unrealistic. So we did hit the next milestone. So let's quickly just clean up some of those trees here. So we should not do that on this side. Our kind of the border in between our resource production where we want the trees and this. We also want to decorate, of course, our highway interchange. Now, big firehouse will go here. We'll finally have some good fire coverage. Now, what did this do? Fire hazard rapidly dropping, but I still think we might want to put down another firehouse on this side. But that's something for the next episode. So let's quickly check on everything that we just checked. Garbage is doing fine. Fire next time. Another police station also next time. Education still perfect. And public transport we do want to put down also in the next episode. The next episode is going to be decorating our city and also putting down our first modes of public transport. So yeah, I think I am going to quickly also do a little cinematic with the cinematic function, kind of see what we have. But that's our city we have so far. I think looking very, very nice. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Verena City, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.